I'm on a primal pursuit mission, exploring a remote location. I've got my kayak, we're spearfishing and camping for a few days in some incredible country. Extraordinary scenes above and below water. This beautiful remote location has it all, including wild horses. No one else in sight, just me and my spear gun. I encounter large schools of fish, clean blue water. Extra large yellowtail kingfish, get stuck into the action. Camping, catch and cook, sunsets, it's got it all. An episode not to miss.
G'day everyone, Ollie here. Welcome back to another primal pursuit mission. Whew. Finally made it to the destination. Got the kayak on the car, ready for a kayak mission. And here we are. This is the spot for the weekend. Beautiful mountain in the background. The ocean is just out here. We've got a lovely stream running out here, which we will launch the kayak in here. Cruise out, paddle out and get into it. It's been a massive journey just to get here, about 7 hours of driving. Last township I went through, I realized, damn, there's something missing. Weight belt. Luckily put the word out on social media, and yeah, cheers to William the fisherman, hooked me up with his weight belt. So whew, really keen to get into it. This is about the only place in the country I could find with some offshore wind and protected from the swell, so fingers crossed with some visibility. Gonna shoot out for an afternoon dive. We're a bit late, so we'll make it a quick one, get some fresh seafood for dinner and have a cook up. So no mucking around, get the wetsuit on, let's get into it.
What a truly incredible place this was. This beautiful stream that ran out into the ocean. Just magnificent scenes and backdrops. An awesome place to be camping for the next few days. Out in the ocean, the water looked clean, it looked clear, blue, picturesque white sand beaches. There seemed to be no one else except for me. A positive of travelling so far. An amazing entry through this stunning stream. Wild horses roamed free. I knew I was in for a special weekend.
Right, there she is, the old beast, Viking ProFish 440. Needs a bit of a mission, been a while. Anchor, seat, weight belt. Cheers, William. Right, taking the new spear gun out today. Rob Allen Dorado 1300. Set up with a reel. This is the new gun. I'm going to take it into the tropics in about a month, so I just want to get some testing and make sure it's shooting straight and I'm just comfortable with it. So bit overkill for a winter's dive in New Zealand, but hey, you never know. It's no one for the big kingfish here, so at least I'm going to have plenty of power. We're in the winter months. I've just got a fresh new wetsuit, 5mm, tag still on it, so yeah, going to be really warm. Right, if you are new to spearfishing or you want to see how to set up a kayak, I'll quickly run you through it. So you just want a really nice long kayak, ideally around 4 meters. This is 4.4, just helps push through that chop and waves. This kayak, for me, I've got storage pot in the middle, no mask, snorkel, gloves, socks, measurers, knives, some water. That all locks in. Usually have a dry well there, forgot that. Obviously we've got our seat, got our cool pod at the back, that's all latched in, so chuck all our fish in there. Ice, coming to the bells where I'll chuck the anchor in. So your classic kayak anchor, that goes up in the bell. I've modified this, so I've got another shark clip on a lanyard, bring that round to the front, that just clips on itself. So when we anchor, that just straight away, it's all connected to the bow. Much easier when you're out there. Get prepared everything you can now. Just makes it way more easier when you're out there. Then we'll get our fins, I usually just ran them up in there. It stays out of the way. Spear gun, the same. Down the middle there, I have that connected to my float line. If I'm towing the kayak around, if I anchor, I'll unconnect, and then same deal, I'll just leave that there, and this will connect to the bow. So when we get to the dive spot, we either chuck the anchor in or just peel off the side, and I know I'm connected to the kayak, nice and safe. This kayak's got a paddle holder on the side here, all built in. So yeah, if you can get a kayak with all this stuff pre-made, there we go, makes life a lot easier. Then it's all that's left is chuck the suit on, booties, gloves, weight belt, knife, and we're in. So let's go. Shout out to Octacle, seaweed based lubricant to get into these open cell wetsuits. No nasty chemicals from shampoo and all that crap. So yeah, if you know me, I'm pretty careful with what I put in and on my body, except for out partying, but that's another story. Anyways, Octacle, good stuff. Alright, this is going to be fun dragging up later. Not too bad. Oh. Whew. What a mission. It's 1:30, left home at 4:30 in the morning, but we're here, so let's go get some seafood. This is something different. I've never launched out through a stream into the ocean. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's beautiful here. A couple of horses just up here. Incredible. This area is known for the fairly occasional great white shark sighting, so I've actually yet to see one in the water. It's kind of one of those things I'd love to, but I also don't want to. So if it's the right scenario, yeah, pretty cool to see an apex predator. Oh, g'day mate. Almost at the beach now, just drifting with the current from the stream. Last little channel to go through, and we're into it. This is awesome.
The water column was filled with kahawai, big mature fish, hundreds, thousands of them. So many kahawai, the whole area was just full. An incredible sight, clean water, seeing the bottom at about 10 to 12 meters. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. Down below there's two large pori here, cruising along the bottom. Not a target for me, I don't like the taste. But with so many fish around, it's time to test the new spear gun out, and I choose a nice kahawai, and it shoots exactly where I aim. Good start. Good eating fish, pan fried, raw, smoked, however you want.
Fish just everywhere on the surface. Thousands of them. Woo! Oh, this current is crazy. That's too much for me.
I paddle up current for a while, and as soon as I jump in, there's a big school of very large yellowtail kingfish beneath me. Nice fish. I'm only a few minutes into the first dive of the day, and I'm unsure if I want to take a fish yet. This one presents an excellent shot. Could have stone shot it right through the brain, but I'm just a bit hesitant. I've got 2 days of diving on the road, so just dive down and assess the situation a bit more. Maybe I'll take a smaller one. The kingfisher, fairly curious as normal, cruising around, and there is a very large fish out in the distance here. This one here is easy 25 kilo plus. There's some big fish around. I'm out of breath and I make my way to the surface. I'm back down again, and another kingfish comes in for a curious look. They're just asking to be shot. The outgoing tides pushing hard into this reef, pushing up food and nutrients from the sea floor. Smaller fish are feeding, big kingfish are feeding on the smaller fish. It's all go. Absolute scene. The current is so strong I have to constantly paddle upwards of the reef and drift back through. It's all good though, there's plenty of fish around like these yellowtail, as you can see. After having a think about it and being teased too much by these kingfish, I decide I'm going to take one. I'll pick a nice mid-sized fish out. I've got a big cooler bag and ice. It'll be fine to sit there for a few days. So I sink back down once again into the school of kingfish and wait for my chance. I stretch out, and after all that I take a poor shot, and the shaft enters a bit low on the kingfish head. It's gone through the gill plate, so I'm hoping it's hurt the fish and it'll slowly bleed out. Doesn't look the case though, and the fish is fighting hard, powering down, trying to get down to the reef to bust off. But I can see blood coming out of the gill plate. I've really hurt the fish, so I just need to be careful, keep pressure on the line, on the shaft. There's a huge kingy in the distance, another one around 25 kilograms, maybe 30. But I'm just focused on landing this fish. Tighten the reel up, everything's connected to the kayak, and with such strong current I don't want that kayak drifting off 100 meters into the reef. The fish is really hurt now. I just need to be careful not to let that shaft rip out of the mouth area. Go for the tail grab, but this fish still has life in it. Go for the gill plate this time. The fish still doesn't want to give up, but after a few runs like this, I finally get my hand up into the gills and secure the fish. It's a nice fat kingfish. In the winter months, they're in really top knit condition. They've put on some really good fat content, so it's going to be excellent eating. I'm stoked. What a start to the trip. A beautiful kingy.
All right. Oh, that was intense. Woo! That current out there was just absolutely hauling. I think it was about 2 hours after low tide outgoing. So of course, yeah, it was just midway just pumping, which is good. It means the fish are active and there's pressure pushing up onto the rock, which it was, and there was kingies everywhere, big kingies. As you saw on that footage, there was a huge one there, had to be easy 25 plus, potentially pushing 30 kilograms, big fish, but it's just too big. I don't need that. Hummed and hard, didn't know which one to take. I did want one for dinner, ended up going for a mid-size one, and after all the patience and, you know, opportunities passed up, I finally take the shot, and it's a bit of a shit shot. It was a slightly longer the shot. I wanted to test this gun out. Just not used to that recoil. I've been using a roller gun for a couple of years now, and man, it was like a cannon. But shot slightly low, went in the gill plate. I thought the fish was just going to rip off, but injured it enough, started to bleed out. So anyways, long story short, obviously landed that fish. Nice kingy up in here. It was too hectic out there, I could barely keep my heart rate under control. Came over to the shore here, had a quick dive along the coast, but the outgoing tide, there's a bit of water coming out of that estuary. It's getting quite dirty, and I have seen videos of other guys diving here with great white shark encounters, so my sixth sense just said, hey mate, just call it a day, get out of the water. Plenty to do, got to go set up camp for the night, deal with this fish, and get dinner cooking before the sun goes down. We don't have much light being winter, so back into shore. Pretty successful start. I'm going to be moving around for the next few days up here, so yeah, let's get back, let's get warm, let's get cooking. Look at the backdrop where I'm diving, it's just stunning. Tide's gone out a bit there, so again I'll have to drag the kayak up the beach, but we will survive. I think what we're going to do with this kingfish, I'm thinking a bit of sashimi of course, and then we'll see what ingredients I've brought. As usual, just chucked a whole lot of random shit in a bag and put something together. Can't go wrong with fresh seafood. Oh good, beautiful big kingy in here. Well, not huge, but nice fish. More than enough for me. New gun to the damage. Woo. Let's go. Every time on the kayak, it doesn't get any easier. I think I need to do it a bit more often. Bloody good workout. Hard work. Love it though. Bliss. I'm at peace. Been a couple of weeks, haven't been diving, and I just don't function without getting out. I just get very irritable, and man, just feel all the stress gone. It's being in the ocean. It's good. Give it a go if you haven't tried spearfishing or freediving. Even just go for a snorkel, just get in the ocean, and it's amazing. Look at this. What a beautiful country New Zealand is. Absolutely lucky. Being able just to head out and grab a big kingfish like that, take your pick, it's ridiculous. It's not too hard to do. So yeah, highly recommend it guys. If you're looking to get into spearfishing, do a course though, learn all the safety aspects. dive with someone else. I don't recommend diving alone, but yeah, I like it. So. That was close, just about lost a fish. Come here, mate. I have to deal to him. A few nerves kicking. I've actually got a plan for that. Whew. I was actually just having a bit of a moment paddling up this creek, and was just thinking that's probably the best part of the whole day, actually. Better than out there diving, spearfishing, just cruising up that little estuary. It was just so peaceful. I guess that's the good thing about spearfishing. Well, any sport really. Makes you travel to new locations, seeking out, you know, if you're in a sport, different clubs to play at, different grounds if you golf or spearing, just all around the world, you know, like there's so many options and it's so exciting planning new missions. But that's the plus side. Apart from going to shoot different fish species and whole underwater world, there's so much land, cities, people to meet. It's really cool part of it. So yeah, big ambassador for spearfishing today. Right, I've seen on some videos guys cutting up in either the head or the tail and getting a bit of wire or mono and going down the spine, severing all the nerves. So let's give it a go. I think I've got something in the car, so see if I can pull it off. Right, this fish is just going nuts. So I've got a bit of mono filament here, knife. Let's see if we can do this. Ah. So we should be able to shove it up that hole there. Right, it's going in there. I don't know if it's the right hole. Yeah. Oh, that actually seemed to work. As I went up that hole by the spine, it just seemed to hit a nerve every now and then, and the fish was jumping around even more. Oh, we'll soon see how it tastes. Cool. Tent's looking good. Stay dry tonight. Right, we'll deal to this kingy. Got my knife wrap this time. Victory knives. The amount of grief I've been given over the last couple of months for this one video where I've got my knives. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so here we are. I've got some good knives this time. They're all sharp. I've got to steal if they aren't. And let's fillet this beast. Got a built-in chopping board on this kayak. We're not going to need too much fish for dinner, so I'm just going to cut a portion off. We'll cube the rest, get that in the cooler bag. I reckon it'll taste alright. Alright, so we're just going to come in behind this pec fin. Usual cut across. Then we will just into slabs, do it into 3 chunks. Down here. Flesh is looking amazing. And here we have it. Nice big chunk. That belly fat there is actually in good condition. Right, there we have all the fillets off the side. A lot of meat. Really nice quality. You can kind of see the veins of fat in there, so it's going to be delicious. Bled well. Got a bit on the frame we'll scrape off, and then take the wings. There we have the beautiful wings under the neck there. These are actually my favourite bit. I just flay these open, butterfly, spice them up and put them in the oven. They've got all that beautiful kind of neck belly fat going on there. Absolutely beautiful. So never chuck these away. As with any fish, the wings are excellent. So there's all the main stuff. Might be able to get a little bit of fish meat out of the head here. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. Might give a bit to these seagulls, they look pretty keen. Alright, got our setup for dinner. Few ingredients in there. Slab of kingfish, cold one of course, and just getting eaten alive. Where's that stuff? Here it is. Been using this for a while, works for me really well. Insect repellent from So Dope. If you haven't seen them already, I've put a shout out to them before. I use their zinc and a few other products. It's all hemp based. Once again, I'm pretty careful with what I put on it in my body, so yeah, it's all supernatural stuff. I've actually got a little pack on my website. It's got the insect repellent, the zinc, something else good. After sun lotion, all epic stuff, all hemp based, all natural stuff, real good. So check out my website, highly recommend it. Good little cheap package there. Anyways, I'm gonna smother myself in this and let's get into it. Another sip first. Damn, that's good. Right, so yellowtail kingfish. So this is up near the head, and we've got this beautiful loin that runs down the top side of the fish, and then we've got more fattier stuff down here. So I'll show you what I like to do, especially after they've been chilled. You can just separate it with your hand. Here we go. Get your finger in there. That just separates, and we'll get the knife down here, get that spine out. And you've just got this big square of meat. It's awesome. I love to use this for sashimi. It just makes really nice even pieces. Just like that. It's just good enough to eat as is. Right, we've got some nice thin pieces there and some nice thick chunks. So yeah, we'll just add some toppings and we're away. guys, here we have it. Beautiful fresh kingy. There's all sorts of goodness on there, and we've got some thick chunks here, avo, all the good stuff. Beautiful. Better give it a try, eh? Just get a bit of wasabi on there. Yum. Wow. Not bad, I must say, not bad at all. Some of that wasabi on there. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Very happy with that. You can't go too wrong with fresh seafood, I always say it. Well, I'm going to gobble that up. Absolutely stunning scenes as that sun's setting. Except for these guys. Well guys, pretty content, really full actually. All that raw fish filled me up. Yeah, just finish off this awesome day, just taking it in, beachside. Look at this, just magic. Just a magic spot. Just gonna chill here for the next 30-40 minutes, watch the sun go down, cold beer in hand, and yeah. That's all I've got to say. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hope you enjoyed today's adventure. Gonna get up bright and early tomorrow and hit it again. Got the incoming tide basically till 1 o'clock tomorrow, so plan is to maybe head around the corner and see if I can get onto some of these pack horse lobsters, pack horse crayfish. That's pretty much my goal of tomorrow. Got some kingy meat, maybe try for a snapper. As usual, explore new terrain, just get out there and get into it. So stick around for tomorrow's adventure. So good.